YouTube channel. My name is Ella, and as you can probably tell by the title of this video, I am in Madagascar right now. And before we jump into today's video, I want to tell you a little bit about why I'm here. So I'm here in Madagascar for a service trip. I'm living on this campus, and this campus is a school/orphanage. I am doing all kinds of service here, so this may look like helping with the orphans, feeding them, cooking, cleaning, things like that. But my main job here is teaching the teachers how to speak English and also how to speak Chinese. So the point of the video you're watching today is to kind of see a little bit of what I was doing before I got here. So we landed in the city of Madagascar, and right now we're in kind of the countryside. We spent a few days there with Mommy, and Mommy is the founder, I want to say, of this entire organization. He was kind of the driving force behind this. He was the one that wanted to create this place and do these great things, and of course with the support of many other people. And Mommy spent a lot of time with us in these 3 days in the city, and the reason why we were there for 3 days and we didn't just go straight to the volunteering was because we actually had a wedding to attend, and one of Mommy's sisters were getting married, and that's why he was in the city anyway. So we also ended up going to that wedding, and that's kind of a little bit about why we didn't just go straight to this volunteering. So let me stop talking and let's jump into the actual content of this video. Okay, so first we landed in France. And at this point, I was already so tired, I was about to fall asleep, so we ended up going to the lounge, and here you could also rent out rooms, so that's what we decided to do. After about 2 hours, it was time to go head over to our next flight to actually go to Madagascar, so this is just me making my way over to the gate. Also, to give a little bit of information, I'm on this trip with my mom. Okay, so then we landed in Madagascar, and it was super late at this point, so we decided to get our luggage picked up and head over to a hotel that we had rented near the airport. So I woke up to this beautiful view, and then we met Mommy. So Mommy was driving us over to our hotel that was actually in the city, because the hotel we were staying at last night was just one near the airport. I also just want to quickly mention that Madagascar is one of the poorest countries in the world, which is why things may look different in this video than they do compared to the States, of course. Okay, so this is us checking in at the hotel, and they had the cutest cats ever. I love cats and dogs, oh my goodness, they're so cute. And then we made our way over to this museum. There were some super cute dogs near the entrance and some really beautiful views. But the point of this museum is to talk about how people in Madagascar use water. My biggest takeaway from this museum is how people in Madagascar respect water. They treat it as an entity and not as something that can just be used freely. So this respect that they have can be shown in many different ways, such as self-restraint, but also rituals. This was the gorgeous sunrise I woke up to. Then we set out on our journey to go look at Madagascar. We drove to the top of this hill to look at the city as a whole. I also thought it was interesting how all the kind of more privileged people tend to live on the top of the mountain, and this house is an example of kind of what a more expensive house would look like here in Madagascar. Over here in this area is where a person named Pedro built an entire community of almost 40,000 people. He built this for more underprivileged people, so a lot of these people are homeless, but the exchange for getting to live here is that one person in each family must work in the mines. Here are all the different towns in this community, and these are what some of the houses look like. I believe everything here is included for them, like housing, but also schooling for all the kids. And this is from elementary school all the way to college. This right here is kind of a theater, and this right here is a church. Here's what inside the theater looks like. And this church actually used to be a basketball stadium, but it's been converted. And I'm telling you, the masses that they hold in this stadium are insane. I went to another one the next day, and it was actually so incredible. These are some of the children in one of the schools. And this is a university that they have on campus. Here is the granite mine I was talking about, where they have to send one member of their family. And the granite here that they mine are actually supplied to a lot of big companies, but it's also used to build more houses to expand their community even further. Okay, so the first thing we did this day was attend Mommy's sister's wedding. Here's Mommy's family, and then here is the couple's family. I'm pretty sure this is a very traditional dance that Madagascar people do for these kinds of events. So this morning when I woke up, there was a lizard in the cake that I had taken back from the wedding. Actually, it might be a gecko, I don't know. Then we attended the mass at the church I had showed you. First, that was converted from a basketball stadium. And I have to reiterate this because this was actually such an incredible experience. Like, I can't even describe it. Like, let me just show you. Mind you, this is not just like a one-time event thing. They host this kind of mass every single Sunday. And then after the mass, we started to make our way over to the countryside for actual volunteering. The roads here were super bumpy, so it took us almost 8 hours to drive over. Then we made a pit stop along the way for pineapples. And oh my god, like these might have been the best pineapples I've ever had in my life. Like these were actually like so sweet and so juicy. And then this is us slowly making our way over to Mommy's place, and he has the cutest dogs ever. Like I need to take a moment to showcase these dogs. I also mentioned how this place was an orphanage, so these are some of the orphans here. A routine here for everyone is to pray before every meal, even the babies. Here's what we had for dinner. And then the best pineapples to finish off the night. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will be posting more like literal vlogs, like spending the day with me and actually taking you guys to come teach lessons with me. So stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching.